Hey guys, I'm Rady. It's like Radio but without Theo, and I work at Subway. Yeah, still, I know, need to move on with my life. I was at work the other day, and my coworker was like, oh my god, look at all these Subway reviews. Like, some of them were pretty ridiculous and kind of funny, and I thought I'd just share some of them with you because, oh my goodness, Subway. Sometimes things are good, like this. My local Subway is awesome, always yummy. I'm seriously shocked there are so many negative comments. Like, look at that. Amazing. I ordered a sub with just lettuce and olives. The lady told me I can only have a total of 6 rings per foot long. Since then, we've always LOL each time walked by while shouting the number 6. So technically we are only supposed to do 6 on a foot long. I honestly don't. I add a little bit more, but if there is like an inspector there, sometimes we kind of have to like just do the 6 so we don't get in trouble, but mostly they don't care. Like, you know, my boss, my manager, they do kind of enforce on us putting the correct amount of veggies on their sandwich, but my boss never like really said too much about more than 6 because they do kind of think it is a little bit ridiculous. But that's just I think it's stupid, but that's just the Subway way. So if the customer asks for more, you can put some more on. So maybe the person was just new and they were just like, no, it has to be 6. Or if their Subway's just extremely strict and they do not want to give more than just 6 olives. But you come to me, I will give you a lot of olives. Some people even ask me, can you give me a handful of olives? I will legitimately give you a handful of olives. And sometimes they're like, wow, that's a lot of olives. I'm like, that's what she asked for. I work at Subway and some of these comments are just hilarious to read. I feel ya. Could donate a bunch of subs. I have a lot of receipts. The points were never added and I was promised several free subs for them messing up, but nothing ever gets done. Not sure, like, our Subway doesn't do points and then your several free sandwiches for messing up. I don't know, it just doesn't sound very likely. I don't know, like, oh, you messed up my sandwich, I get a free one whenever I come in. Sometimes people will try to get a free sandwich. It doesn't happen very often, like very rarely. I don't know, I think this like lady came in and she was like, oh, I get a free sandwich since last time mine had blood on it. And I'm like, blood? Can I like see your sandwich? She's like, well, I don't have it. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know? We made the whole sandwich and then she talked to me about it, which was like kind of like, it irritates me because like she was just trying to get a free sandwich and like she was just like, oh, well, like it's just gonna go to waste anyway. So, you know, sometimes people will try to do that and then it's just like, yeah, it is gonna go to waste, but I can't, you obviously like just can't give them the sandwich because then people will do that all the time, be like, walk in and be like, okay, make a sandwich, oh, I get this for free, oh, no you don't, oh, well, you're just gonna throw it away anyway, so give it to me. In scenarios like that, I think what happened was like she like found like a Subway sandwich and like put blood on it, like I don't know what the hell she did, but like it was like no. So we just my manager told us to give her like a free 6-inch and she was like, well, it was a foot long. I'm like, sorry, I'm just giving you a 6-inch, and then that was the end of that. But that was like really insane. So I guess if like you want to get a free sandwich, bleed all over it. And well, actually, I don't know how that would work out. Never mind. How is it the worst sub you've ever eaten when you tell them how to make it? Haha. Well, I mean, that's on you. Sometimes the ingredients are not the freshest. I don't know, I feel like we do a pretty good job, well, at least for my Subway. I can't speak for others. We do cut like our cucumbers, green peppers, and onions every day, and we can't keep our veggies more than 48 hours. We will definitely like toss it out and make sure it is fresh, but sometimes like I have to say like the lettuce and spinach can be unfresh. Well, I mean, I don't want to say unfresh, but it doesn't look like super appetizing sometimes, but I guess that happens with like a lot of places too that have lettuce, because sometimes like you go to like a restaurant and order a salad and you kind of see like the lettuce isn't looking too hot. That just kind of happens, you know, everywhere. I got sick every time I ate there, so I haven't eaten there in more than 15 years. Well, you're old, Susan. Subway is good. they just need to put more meat on their sandwich. I don't know, I kind of feel like we do fairly okay on putting meat on our sandwiches. Well, I don't know, because vegetarian, order double meat. I'm sorry if it's more expensive, but if that's what you want. And if like you don't like our price, and just go to like a grocery store, get yourself a hoagie and like buy yourself what meat you want, your cheese, and like put it in your toaster. If you don't have a toaster, well, tough luck. Subway is so overrated. I actually don't like that they make my sandwich. I'd rather make it myself. Okay, well then make your own sandwich. Some people are lazy and need people to make their sandwiches for them. We love Subway and never get sick. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Barb. Glad to hear. I had like free coupons. Yeah, don't we all? Worst Subway in Baltimore. Rude staff members claims with a smile that they don't participate in the daily sub deal $3.50 and prices on board are incorrect. I will be contacting corporate officers. And Subway replied, they're like, this restaurant should not be advertising something on their menu board and then charging a different price. Can you please link here so we can get more information and contact the restaurant owner? And she says, will do. I am a faithful Subway customer for over 20 years. Man, this person is mad. Probably a girl. I went to Subway. I saw the commercial for the new turkey breast sandwich and thought I would try it. In the commercial, there was 3 slices of turkey on a 6-inch. I ordered a foot long. The guy there put only 1.5 slices on each half. I told the worker that in the commercial there are 3 slices per 6-inch. He laughed at me and he said, yeah, we don't make it like the commercial. I walked out and I will never go back. I think he's talking about the carved turkey. And the carved turkey is, I don't want to say stupid, but the way we have to prep it is stupid. It doesn't go by slices, it goes by ounces. So it needs to weigh out to 3 ounces. Usually it only like weighs out to 2 slices, and sometimes it can only be 1.5 because one can weigh like a lot. So I don't know, I feel like the guy was like doing what he should have been doing, but I feel like he could have been nicer about it and said that, oh, we weigh these out and they have to be 3 ounces. Like, of course the commercial's gonna make it look like amazing, but it's just 3 ounces, which is really weird. We don't weigh out like regular turkey or ham. I wish like they all weighed the same amount, so like we could just do like, you know, 2 beautiful slices, you know, but sometimes the 1.5 people are like, what is this? Worst Subway I've ever been to. The 2 girls were so slow and I waited 20 minutes to be served when it wasn't even busy. Then came home to eat my food with a big hair in it. He's not going back to that Subway. Hey Subway, why am I charged $2.49 for a toy when purchasing a kid's meal? The meal plus toy over $7. Yeah, I don't think it should be $7. It's $5.25 for my Subway. I mean, like all different places are different. My Subway doesn't really have like the best toys out there. Sometimes it's just like a little bag. We did watches at one point in life. Usually it's like mental stuff. I don't know, it's like really weird. Like you have to like build something. It doesn't really seem like fun kid activities. So like I'd recommend like McDonald's for your kids' meals, even though that's probably worse. They just probably seem like they have better toys. Like I was never jumping up and down and being like, hey, I want to build this paper toy or whatever. Anyways, let's see what Subway replied. They said, seems like you definitely were charged wrong, Heather. And then they just see the same thing. Could you click this link so we can make it right? I love the apple pie cookies and the pumpkin spice. They should stay around for a while. I hope they do. I don't know. I mean, like, I guess I'm not really like snacking on cookies all the time. We're not really supposed to. Sometimes I'll take like one every now and then, but it's like usually like I'll go for like the chocolate chip. But I don't know, I always like think about my figure, you know? Okay, no, not really. I don't really care. I don't know, I just kind of feel bad, like it's, you know, my boss's cookies and like I feel like they need to be paid for, so sometimes like if I take more than one, I'll buy it. Like, I don't know. Like, I also kind of feel like, you know, I should get a good deal. I work here. But at the same time, we get a free 6-inch every time we work. So, I mean, like, maybe I can throw in a cookie every now and then. But, yeah, I don't know. I usually don't. I see a lot of people take cookies, but I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person. But I guess it's not too big of a deal. I mean, it is just a cookie, but I mean, like, what if a customer saw me and they're like, oh, so you can get a free cookie and I can't? So I don't know. I just see me being in a bad, awkward situation, so. How many pieces of cheese are to be placed on a 6-inch chicken bacon ranch sub? Any 6-inch would come with 2 slices. Just saying. It doesn't really matter what kind it is. But I guess Subway says it should be 1 ounce. And the girl said, okay, that doesn't really help. I like pepper jack and the pieces are in triangles and most of them put 4 pieces on it, but every once in a while the server will put 2 in. I tried to correct the order and they told me it'll be an extra charge. Yeah, it's supposed to be 2. Went to Subway today and when the worker asked if I wanted my sandwich toasted, I responded no. It was busy and another worker accidentally toasted the sandwich anyways. When I told the worker that I indicated I did not want my sandwich toasted, they were very inconvenient and demanded I go to the back of the line to reorder my sandwich because beginning again would cause too much of a hassle to them. 15 minutes later, I reordered my sandwich. Worst experience ever. Okay, well, I don't know who these people were, but I am sorry, guy. Like, I would never, like, if I accidentally, like, toasted somebody's sandwich and, like, you know, there's a lot of people in there, I'm finishing his first. I'm not gonna be like, oops, I messed it up, back of the line. Like, oh my god. But I guess there will always be idiots out there in the world, but just know some people know how to make a sandwich. It's not Subway, it's, you know, sometimes the workers. My dear Subway, first of all, I want to tell you that I love you. Everywhere I'm going in the world, I come to your restaurant because I like your sandwiches. And when I say everywhere, it's really everywhere in the world. Anyways, they've been all over the world and like Subways are everywhere. There are more Subways than McDonald's out there. Just a fun fact. I just went to Subway the other day and they discontinued Honey Oat. That was my favorite bread and the only bread I like. Now I will never go to Subway ever again. Some people are really a little over dramatic. I like the Honey Oat bread too, but honestly, it is just the wheat bread. It's just rolled in like a little bit of oats. They honestly like almost taste the exact same, so I don't know why people like freak out. I guess Honey Oat wasn't like super popular. It was definitely the least popular amount of the breads, but like it seemed like super popular once we got rid of it, of course. Every time I would try to like offer like the wheat bread, I would be like, oh sorry, we like just discontinued it. Is there like another bread I could get you? Wheat's pretty similar. Like almost like 90% of the people will be like, it's okay, I'll take Italian herbs and cheese instead. I'm like, that's like the complete opposite of Honey Oat. But you know what, it's whatever. It's what people want. They just like to have like a little extra stuff on their bread, I guess. And then also around that time we got rid of like a whole bunch of things at once, which was really annoying. My manager, he decided not to order any more vinaigrette because it wasn't a required product. And then he did the same thing with the mozzarella cheese. That was my favorite cheese too. I'm like super sad about that. Like mozzarella was the life. Ever been to Subway when they were selling flautisas? I don't know if any Subway still do that anymore, but it was like a cute little it was like on our flatbread and you could put like the marinara sauce and then mozzarella cheese and then toast it, and it's kind of like a cute little wannabe pizza, I'll say. And like I always loved to make that from like my little lunch, and now I can never do that again. And it just sucks. I mean, like, come on, like how would you do that to me? Like my vegetarian options are limited. It just kind of sucks. I was like helping a customer the other day and he's like, I'll take a footlong Honey Oat, and I'm like, actually we don't carry Honey Oat anymore. And then he's like, oh alright, I'll do herbs and cheese. And then when we're doing the cheese, he's like, I'll do mozzarella. And I'm like, well, you see, we actually don't carry mozzarella cheese anymore. And he's just like, no mozzarella cheese, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, serious. And then He's like, okay, fine, I'll do pepper jack or something. And then we do his veggies, and he's like, time for sauce. He's like, I'll take vinaigrette sauce. And I'm like, I didn't actually do that, obviously, but I don't know, that's what I felt like. I was like, wow. Hate to like ruin your day even more, but no more vinaigrette. Like, I'm surprised he didn't like walk out. Like, he was so sad, like so disappointed. Like, I crushed all his hopes and dreams. And then on that note, we're just gonna end the video. I'm done crushing dreams. Subway, oh my god. I appreciate Subway. I feel like it is definitely a good first job and still my job. So, leave a comment about Subway. Maybe if you want to, I'll read it. I mean, if you guys don't really care about Subway, you can just like watch this video and thumbs it up because, yeah. Alright, well, subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.